and welcome to Scrambled. Tonight, we have a very exciting episode because I'm joined now with my new co-host, Chris Garrison. And he is a man of many talents, and one of those talents is music. Chris is a musician at heart and at soul and at, his wrists. He's got these fantastic wrists that are just capable of strumming guitars and whatnot. So I hope you enjoy this musician because he's not a recording artist. He performs on the streets. He's a street performer.
It's the real beating heart of art.
So I'm
the streets.
Yeah, I'm really happy that you're willing to share this secret passion. So, and he brought with him his whole band. So this will be exhilarating, invigorating. You'll love it. Stay tuned. Chris, you are a man of many talents. Not only are you a reporter, a student, a full-time jazzercise member.
Instructor, actually.
Also prancer size.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen that in your ankles and your wrists, the muscles. There's something else that you do that is very consuming in your life.
Well, I'm just an artist, and my medium is music,
All right.
It's just, it gives me the opportunity to really express myself on a level that sort of transcends the humanity.
So, Chris, can you introduce these people? Who are they?
So this is my band members. This is John Cohen in the Cub Scout hat, and Timmy Brown is the thin man with the glasses.
And that's what they call me.
Pleasure to meet you too.
Likewise.
All right. So I hear you guys are in a band. What kind of band is this?
Improvisational jazz.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lie.
Neo post-industrial.
But with heavy influences of heavy metal and black death rap.
And a lot of acid fusion.
Yes,
Okay.
mostly acid fusion.
This is just acid.
Okay, so that is the word to describe your band. What is the name of your band?
I think that speaks best from Chris, actually.
The 501 Brick Squad string band.
Oh my.
Makes sense. What exactly is the origin of that name?
You'd have to ask Waka Flocka.
Okay.
He gets out of jail today.
Oh.
We'd like
He's
to dedicate
been out of jail for a
our.
while.
So is that what adds?
That's you, Waka.
Is that what adds a layer of dimension to your band?
Oh, yeah.
Trying to reach a wider audience.
We're just trying to reach Mr. Flocka.
An audience.
We're trying to reach any audience. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I want the viewers, the many viewers, to get a little taste of who you are. So let's show them your first song. All right. I hope you guys enjoy.
Yeah.
And we are 501 Brick Squad String Band, and this first song is called "The Preacher and the Slave" by Joe Hill. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Long-haired preachers come out every night, try to tell you what's wrong and what's right. When you ask how about something to eat, they will tell you in voices so sweet. You will eat by and by, in that glorious land above the sky.
Way up high.
Work and pray, live on ahead. You'll get pie in the sky when you die.
That's a lie.
And the Starvation Army, they play, and they sing, and they clap, and they pray, till they get all your coin on the drum, and then tell you you're on thumb. You will eat by and by, in that glorious land above the sky.
Way up high.
Work and pray, live on air. High in the sky when you die.
That's a lie.
And if you fight hard for family and wife, just to get something good in this life, you're a bad man and sinner, they tell. Surely you'll burn in hell. You will eat by and by, in that glory. for freedom we'll fight. When this world and its wealth we have gained, to the grafters we'll sing this refrain. You will eat by and by, when you've learned how to cook and how to fry. Chop some wood, do you good. You will eat in the sweet by and by.
By and by.
What a cover. You know,
We played that song
that
time. Yeah.
Music.
Round of applause for
What
that
black
one.
licorice or blue
Wow.
cheese is for many?
So where can people hear like songs like that, The Preacher and the Slave? Like I love that song. The washboard, the
We have
instrument you played.
We play downtown a lot. If you walk around downtown, you might find us.
And at what hours of the day?
the evening or later.
usually
Yeah.
like we play it from about 7 to 8, and we just yell on street corners, really.
Yeah. There's this one margin on the Covell overpass where I think we should play. You know, just kind of in between the two.
But I think
two
downtown
streets.
is a good dynamic because, you know, we have families coming through, so we can pollute their minds with our anarchist themes
Yeah.
very early on.
Silver
and then
Linings Playbook.
Silver Linings Playbook. You know, there's
now.
a silver lining to everything, including anarchy, especially anarchy.
Wow. Okay.
Cops.
So really, the only place you can hear this is if you are lucky to be.
Yeah,
a
see-
singer. You don't have a
We don't
website.
believe in recording.
We believe that a recorded sound is recorded for the devil. So really, anything which is captured in a digital or analog medium.
So nothing
can,
like this show, though.
No,
We're
No,
making a
this
concession.
is
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
We
Wow.
also don't have recording equipment.
we sacrificed a goat earlier, so we should be fine.
We accept donations of recording equipment and
We threw
just
Mom off
money
the
and
train.
food in general. Throw mom off the train.
Yep.
Um,
Practical magic.
So
practically
what's
magic.
going through your minds when you're singing this kind of music? I know
Don't-
you're not writing it, so where are you getting the inspiration from?
Well, what's going through my mind is don't forget the lyrics. But then Chris usually says, "Hey, Timmy, let's play this song," and I say, "I don't know," and then we just kind of play it anyways.
It's understandable.
That's usually the pattern.
Usually they say, John, do you want to play this gig with us? And I say, I can't. But sometimes they say, John, do you,
You
want to
guys
play
are
this
the
gig
only
with
members
us?
in the group?
There's one other,
But he
Yeah.
has come to one thing.
but he's a flake.
It's all right, but we love him.
We
still.
love him.
Call him
Yeah.
old Flaky Frankie.
So
Yeah.
we won't bring
His
any
name's Brian.
Yeah.
Brian.
Shout out to Brian.
Call him Flaky Frankie.
Shout
Well-
out to you, Walker.
Maybe seeing this will help him
Congrats
I
on
hope,
realize
yeah.
that
Getting
this is
out of-
where he needs to be.
Brian wasn't the one in jail. That was Walker in jail.
Yeah, Brian. Yeah.
Okay, so I need to hear another song because that was fabulous, and I'm sure everyone else in Davis wants to hear another 50 songs.
You're
so
too kind.
What are
Pawn
you going to
Stars.
offer to them?
This next song, it's a little one by a good old Bobby Dylan.
OBD.
O-
Big D.
OGBD, original gangster Bobby Dylan. You know, the original.
ODB.
And it's a little tune about color and running from Johnny Law.
And the temperature.
Color being blues. It's a blues song. It's outlaw
Living with
blues.
Dr. Ray.
All right, let's throw it to the people.
To the people.
Bob Dylan. Ain't it hard to stumble and land in some lagoon? Oh, ain't it hard to stumble and land in some funny lagoon? Especially when it's 9 below 0 and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I ain't gonna hang no picture. I ain't gonna hang no picture frame. Yeah, I ain't gonna hang no picture. Ain't gonna hang no picture frame. Well, I look like Robert Ford, but I feel just like a Jesse James. Well, I wish that I was on some Australian mountain range. Oh, I wish that I was on some Australian mountain range. I got no business being there, but imagine I'd kinda like the change.
So that was Outlaw Blues.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. That
Very
was
blue number.
magical.
But also full of outlaws.
What are the things you have on your fingers?
Oh, so when I play the washboard,
Those are called fingernails?
Yes.
Most people have them.
Wow.
And
Some
their
people
cellulose buildup. I actually didn't for a while. That one fell
One
off.
time, yeah, I had a fingernail fall off. But when I play the washboard, I put thimbles on my fingers, and it's just the thing you do.
Is that too modern?
No, so it's just because you need something to amplify the sound. Because if you just drag your fingers
What
on
if
the
you
washboard,
just taped like quarters onto your fingers?
people do that too.
That gets expensive though.
Yeah, and then because you're doing a lot of rubbing, and in fact, like my washboard, the metal kind of surface is starting to grate off just from how much. So the tape will come off. Some people use spoons. There are people that make gloves where you just have like knit gloves and you put like buttons or thimbles like sewn on to the end. So
Will
just
you be one of those people eventually?
No, I like my my four thimbles.
He's actually thinking of getting his hands removed and replaced with just a big...
Well, actually, not the whole hand, but just getting these two fingers on each hand removed, and putting pieces of metal in them that are metallic too.
You should replace one of them with a toothbrush, just so you don't have
And,
to...
No, that's the
get one
pinky
hand
finger.
Get one
That's
hand
the
with
pinky
chopsticks.
One hand.
You'll be
Yeah.
That'll
next,
so
Mr.
okay.
Badgett.
So
Yeah.
these two fingers are metallic,
movie.
are metal that they are magnetized, so I can pick up. I can wipe people's cell phones all the time.
Only
And
white
then-
people's cell phones?
Yeah, well,
that's
I mean, you
racist.
can't put white. Did I say white people?
You said white people.
White people's cell phones.
Racist bastard.
I mean, I want to wipe all people's cell phones because I don't discriminate on whose data I destroy.
Cell phone cleaning is really important.
It is.
Wipe your cell phones.
Take your cell phone tonight, actually, right now, during this interview, and dip it in some Windex. That'll clean it right up. While it's running, don't worry.
Did I ever tell you about the time I drank Windex?
Windex also makes a very, very good lubricant for whatever marital purposes you could need.
Like greasing the kitchen sink for
That's what I do.
cleaning.
Your wife, because
My
she's
wife.
mad at you because you forgot to mow the lawn.
Yep.
But,
Guys,
or
Grease her up and she
Talking
just
about.
won't even mind.
grease her up.
Wow.
Um,
You were clearly not just musicians. There was
No.
something more going on. In
Renaissance.
Schizophrenia.
Renaissance
Yeah,
demands of all forms of insanity, really.
Well, see, they have, like, Timmy's paranoid and Chris has schizophrenia, but I'm actually just an idiot.
He has an IQ of 14.
It's not clinical.
Together,
congenital.
together, the condition we have is Paraschizaidiot.
Which coincidentally is the title of our next album.
So who is drawn to your group? Who is your fan base made of?
Absolutely no one.
Yeah, no one likes us.
we
Not
give
even
our
my
money
mother.
to we give the money we make playing to homeless people, but they don't listen.
There-
They're
there's
actually
one
usually
guy-
better than us.
There was one guy who heard us playing a Johnny Hobo song. And he was like, "Hey, it's Johnny
Yeah.
Hobo," and I was like,
So
"Hell
I
yeah."
guess our fan base is that one guy.
Yeah.
Shout out to that one guy.
And Flocka!
Flocka.
Flocka,
Thanks,
Flocka.
Flocka.
Bow, bow.
Wow. You guys are clearly almost musicians.
Almost.
Almost there.
That's how I describe it.
Okay,
is
so-
almost.
All of these songs are just covers.
Yes.
Have you ever thought about writing your own music?
Actually, the last song was one that me and Chris wrote for the country.
Don't
the
you mean
next
the
one.
song that we're
The
about to
next one,
play?
yeah, the last song that we're going to play is what I mean. So the song that you're about to hear is it's titled "Country Song," and me and Chris actually wrote it for another band that we're in.
That's COUNTRY.
How do you handle
Yeah.
having another band?
Well, this is really a
Because you don't want to work with John?
yeah. It's because
Well, it's
John.
because I'm an idiot.
Yeah, he's really stupid.
He actually can't walk
Or read.
very well.
Or write.
So it's
We have to have somebody follow him around at all times and pre-chew his food.
He's just very high maintenance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
actually
you
real.
needed an outlet
Yeah.
away from John.
All of our songs in the other band, besides Country Song, are about how much we hate John. But we want to stress for Country Song that it's satire because none of us like country music.
Yeah.
And it's basically a satire on how country music sucks, and just making fun of some themes commonly expressed in country music, such as marital discourse, alcoholism, and
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln,
Abraham Lincoln.
Southern Pride, Jesus, and the Republican Party.
So should there be a warning of certain curse words and maybe offensive material?
Yes, if you have
and
young children, bring them into the room
I'm sorry.
now. Bring them into the room, see them
stuff?
in front
And
of the
mute
TV.
the television.
Full blast the television. Don't give them any preface
Full
to what
blast
they're
the
about to
television
see.
with a shotgun for this terrible interview. Not your fault.
Yeah,
An amazing interview, guys.
thank you.
All right, so let's listen to.
You will hear the F word about 8 times.
The bad one.
In reference
Not Flocka.
to Abraham Lincoln, which,
Flocka,
as a
Flocka.
disclaimer, I
Valley.
love Abraham Lincoln. Not in the way you're going to hear expressed in the song, but in
So what is this song called?
country song, parentheses,
Folk Abraham
Folk
Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln.
Folk Abraham
Yes.
Lincoln. All
This is
right.
awkward.
Well, let's just go to that and listen to that tune.
This is for you, Babraham Stinkin'.
This next song is called Country Song, and me and Chris actually wrote it for another band we're in. We want to stress that it's satire, and it's making fun of country music. We don't share the views expressed in this song. So with that, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Didn't want to write a country song. If you ask me, it just felt wrong. Didn't want that country twang. If you ask me, I don't give a dang. But Chris wanna write a country song, so I guess that I'll play along. Woke up to the sunrise and looked into my baby's eyes. Took a sip of my Coors Light and then I went outside and beat my wife, yeah. Fuck Abraham Lincoln, the South will rise again. Fuck Abraham Lincoln, Jesus was a Republican. After I beat my wife, felt like making some moonshine. Went down to my copper still after I distilled. I drank my fill, yeah. Fuck Abraham Lincoln, the South will rise again. Fuck Abraham Lincoln, Jesus was a Republican. Went into town, bleary-eyed, still wasted off of moonshine. I guess the Keith Urban's pretty fine if you're an inbred swine, yeah. Fuck Abraham Lincoln, the South will rise again. Fuck Abraham Lincoln, Jesus was a Republican. Fuck Abraham Lincoln, the South will rise again. Fuck Abraham Lincoln, Jesus was a Republican. Thank you.
That was fantastic.
Thanks.
I
Thank you.
appreciate your music, and I'm sure there will be a person out there who also appreciates it.
Hopefully at least one.
That one guy.
There's plenty of fish in the sea, you know.
So,
There are a lot of fishes.
keep
Not-
writing your own music, Chris. Good work out there, being an ambidextrous. What's that? 2 hands, right? Ambidextrous.
Mhm.
Keep doing that. And yeah, so thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for
Scrambled
having us.
appreciate